going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. I've got two good ones, both of them in front of Judge Simpson, and they're both funny. The first one, Judge laughs at how ridiculous the story is. Even the attorney doesn't believe the story. It's bad. It's bad. And then the second one is just funny. Second one is just funny. But both Judge Simpson, it's Saturday. Let's have a laugh. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sydney Rushing appearing on behalf of Mr. Williams. Please state your name for the record.
Jeffrey Leon Williams.
Thank you.
Your Honor, in this matter, we are seeking a brief adjournment to receive and review discovery.
Is this the only thing holding him?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Is this the only thing holding him?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
We would like to briefly address bond.
I know you would. Probable cause conference will be adjourned out February 27th, 2025, 9 a.m. All right, Esteban.
Your Honor, as to bond, Mr. Williams was picked up yesterday on a tether violation. His tether died. He did have a $10,000 personal bond prior to that. I spoke with my client about that. His tether needs a new cord. So I think as long as we get a new cord, like a charging cord. So I think as long as he can get that.
Seriously?
Yes, Judge.
This is all it was, Your Honor. I just needed the cord, and I bought a friend, and then we got mad, took it back or something. It was crazy. It happened, and it started beeping. And I said, I was so tired.
Hold on a moment. So where's the cord?
The friend, the guy that I got shoot between the two, which cord was which? One was damaged, one wasn't, and so it was confused between the two, which cord was one. I didn't want to get into a whole, you know.
Hold on a second. Did the cord go back to community corrections?
I could refund it as soon as possible. I could pay for it, sir. But I don't know. I don't know where it went to. I fell asleep and woke up and it was gone. You know what I mean? Certain different things. I'm not sure what happened to it.
Was this at the homeless shelter?
Yeah, it was at the shelter. So I stayed at the shelter. So you know what I mean? I just woke up and my stuff was trampled through. And I'm like, man, is that my cord? He's like, no, it's not. This is my cord. So I just left it alone. You know, you can't something like that.
Did you do that? Because
it was one or 2 days, like 1.5 days. I had the cord.
well, if the guy took your cord, why didn't you call community corrections? Tell him that other guy's got my cord. I need a new one.
You didn't think to do that?
I was about to, but I didn't get around to it in time. They called me before I could get up there.
I don't need a response. Motion for bond reduction denied. Bond will continue.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
What is that?
He said it's- Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes. Thank you. Ain't that an answer? It sounded like a phone, a story I had with my phone charger. I woke up, somebody took my charger. Rushing. Did you think that was gonna work? No, don't even answer. No, I'm just asking.
Your Honor, they have some experiences that happened to them.
No, I agree. I agree. Court calls the case. People versus Darnell Slate.
Ain't none of that true. Oh, Judge Simpson. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I don't know how ankle monitors work. I mean I know how they work. I know what they're for. I never hit me that you have to actually charge them, which makes sense. They have a battery. You have to charge them. It just blows my mind that you have to sit connected to a wall to charge. I just never thought about that. And he's hanging out with someone that has an ankle monitor too. So what do? They just sit next to the wall together to have them charged. It's just I just have this funny picture in my head now when it comes to tethers. All right, next one. Next one's funny as well. All right, let's move on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Continued. Court calls the case of the people versus Barrage. Ante Scott. 2 cases.
Morning, Your Honor. Cook for the people.
Chair for Barrage Scott, Barrage Ante Scott.
Barrage Ante Scott, sorry. Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, Mr. Scott would like to, we're here on 2 cases today, and Mr. Scott would like to waive his preliminary exam in both cases and address bond.
Okay. All right. Is that correct, Mr. Scott? You want to waive your right to a preliminary examination in these cases?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now you understand that that's a proceeding where the people would have to show by probable cause that the offenses alleged were committed and that you committed them.
Yes, sir.
You understand that you'll not have that hearing. You'll proceed to circuit court for further resolution.
Yes, sir.
People also waive their right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination having been waived, defendants bound over to circuit court on a single count in each case.
And as far as bond, if I may address that.
Why don't we do the waiver? Why don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Arraignment, and then we'll address bond.
Okay, thanks. Sorry. Your Honor. Yeah.
You waive formal reading of the complaint
Yes, I waive formal reading of the complaint.
and your client standing mute to the charges.
Yes.
And we waive formal reading, standing mute, both counts, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pre-trial in this matters will be set for
March 6th, 1:30 before Judge Slay.
March 6, 2025, 1:30 before Judge Slay. As to bond.
As to bond, I believe Mr. Ante Scott is being held right now on case 25FB1013. There is a 5,010% bond on that case. My understanding is that this court gave Mr. Ante Scott a personal recognizance bond, a $5,000 personal recognizance bond yesterday in case 2411706. I do believe that the reasons why a personal recognizance bond would have been justified then count for this case as well. Mr. Scott is not a flight risk. He lives in the community. He is willing to follow any kind of conditions the court sees appropriate in order to be released. He would just like to.
No, he's not.
He would just like to return.
He's going to give, I will say this. Don't look at me like that, Mr. Scott. We've been through this before. He's going to give his best effort. He really is. He's going to try his hardest. And then it just happens. Go ahead, counsel. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just had to, because I know Mr. Scott told you that.
Well, on Mr. Scott's behalf, it is just this one case that is holding him, and it does appear he has personal recognizance bonds in all other matters that he has. So I would ask, just because Mr. Scott would like to be able to kind of, family, attend to his health matters, and work out in the community while he is handling these cases. He would request, and I would request.
Got to go see now. Which family member?
My grandma, my granddad.
Okay,
and just my sister and stuff, the people that was helping me out in the past years, that my auntie. And I won't, I'm just gonna do the right thing. Just bear with me one time.
One time?
I mean.
How many times have you been here? Can't even count that high, can we?
No, sir.
No, we can't.
But I will do what you tell me to do.
Anything else, counsel?
I would just like to, reiterate that I understand that a matter was before this court yesterday, and it seems like a personal recognizance bond was appropriate at that time.
Only because I knew he was going to be held on this one. But go ahead.
Well, I'd ask the court to consider this bond motion in light of the argument presented?
Response from the people.
Your Honor, I leave it to the court's discretion.
Just tossed it right in my lap. Okay. What is my case that I have on? Do you remember what charge was? What was your charge on the case you had before me yesterday?
Just a paraphernalia gave me personal personal bond, and you told me conditional yesterday, and I thought I was leaving yesterday, but that's
Yeah, I know.
And Your Honor, I would add that Mr. Ante Scott is willing to go on tether in this court if that is.
We tried that too.
if
The only thing the tether did for us is we saw where you got in trouble.
I won't get in no more trouble. I won't. Okay. If it's, I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to grant your motion for a bond reduction. I'm going to give you a PR. Barrage,
Yes, sir.
understand something.
Yes, sir.
You still have the case before me.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So if you mess up, you know what I'm going to do.
Yes, sir.
And then I don't want to hear any whining and pleading.
Yes, sir.
Here's the other thing I'm going to do. I'm going to call Judge Slay
Okay.
and I'm going to let her know what I did.
Okay.
And if you mess up, you're going to have both of us to deal with.
Yes,
And
sir.
I don't think anybody wants to deal with that.
No, no, sir.
All right.
So can I ask one question?
Oh, boy.
Mr. Scott, I would advise you.
No, you can go ahead and ask a question.
No, no,
because
I
I
was
may
just-
change my mind. Go ahead. What's your question?
No,
bro?
I was just gonna ask you, I can't remember. It's okay.
You couldn't remember?
I can't remember.
It left you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
That's all I want to say.
That barrage, that's angels just stepping in and stopping you from doing something stupid. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He's got the angels. He's got them angels. All right, that's about it. I just wanted to have a little fun on Saturday. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. There's still a couple more comments about this guy after I hit the play button, so it's not over yet. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like button if you did. And yeah, that's it. Until next time, bye.
He'll be back in a week. What?
We all,
We're rooting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're rooting.
No, the radio silence.
Yeah, no, everybody over there is not. Everybody from the prosecutor's office. We have faith. Yeah. All right. Nothing from the defense side. All right. Court calls the cases of the people versus Forbes Dabney.
Morning, Honorary Cook of the People.